Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another OWC reaction, apparently. Literally yesterday, I got to another one, and this is from the same exact event. This is t+pazolite's Gumbarlzo. This one was requested by Balls and my executive producers, so obviously I'm going to get to it. And I'm excited to hear something from t+pazolite again. It's been a while since I've heard a t+pazolite song, and I love the last ones I've heard, so let's get into this, I suppose. Let's go! Ooh. God, coming in strong with that distortion there.
Are you ready? Watch out, we have a killer song, boy, no.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Okay. Absolutely brilliant.
Check me out like a doctor.
Ooh, a little bit of hip hop in there too. Hell yeah. I love these genre blends so much. There's always so much to talk about. Absolutely a blast of a song. Is that like, is that a Neru solo in there with that like flip phone sounding ass sample in there? I love those bells. Shrine bells are a different breed of bells. I love them so much. Sleigh bells, no candle held. Building up a lot here.
We got the advantage.
Hell yeah. Woo.
Check me out like a doctor.
I love this. I love these breaks in here.
Hide in the copper. Check me out like a doctor. When I be rolling, I be hiding in the copper. Hang on, and go my egg well. You on me like you wanna get
Oh, that was really cool. That changed the whole character of the song for a second.
If you'd all like to move to the dance floor.
Move to the funky beat.
That is filthy.
5, 6, 7.
God damn. I love these samples. Just throwing in a little bit of like the traditional instruments in there. Just to remind you that they're there. It's like, this is hardcore. This is what the genre is about. Ooh. Again, changing it up. Beautiful melodic outro here. But is it a fake out? Or is this actually going to be the end? They're building. Featuring Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Sorry.
Ooh. This might be the most fun I've had in a hot minute. This is really enjoyable. It's like you can't help but move to it. I love it when songs do that to me.
Watch out, we have a killer.
God, we're still going. When he said finale, he meant another half of the song. Yeah. Well, again, one of the most fun songs I've heard recently, and that is a very high bar to hit. T+pazolite, dude, fucking nailing it again. All right, this song is everywhere. Musically, I don't know how I'm gonna manage to try and explain all of this. There is so much movement in this song, multiple key changes, I think, like more than 2. I'm not entirely sure how positive that is, and there is a potential he's using blue notes, which is basically just taking one note out of a scale and occasionally shifting it up or down depending on the feel. Here, I feel like it's usually happening downward, but there's definitely some changes going on here because the bulk of this song kind of sits around on these notes. Those relationships, which are all perfect fourth relationships, and there's not really much else to that. That's kind of like the bulk of the low end, the bass line of this song are those chords, and it's usually just the 2 notes per section there, so they're not even really full chords. They're just relationships, the perfect fourth relationships, obviously. So that's weird, you know, like, okay, so that's the bass line. There's a bunch of other movement going on top, and I could not for the life of me figure out what key this song is in. Because later on in the song, even after that one part where it's like, okay, let's move to the dance floor, that part, there's like that, like it's none of that. Like these relationships is not in the same relationship as this. Like, so what the, these notes are, but not this one. Where did that come from? It doesn't really fit in there, and I'm assuming that it's probably just for flavor. That's where I'm figuring it's a blue note, and that's intriguing because it's like, okay, there's a lot of flex going on here. Really not looking at music theory as rules, more as true theory. Just like, hey, okay, there's a guideline, fuck the guideline. I think this is what T+pazolite's trying to say here. Because then when we get to those, like, the chord progressions for the slower parts, like that final part, the like fake out, that's a completely different thing. And I think that is interesting too, because I think that shifts itself to a Japanese specific scale. Specifically G-flat Ichikosucho, which is basically just a G-flat Japanese traditional style scale and sounds something like this. What the fuck is that? It's definitely not for the Western ear. If you couldn't tell by hearing that and maybe what music knowledge you do have, that doesn't sound right, because it's not. It's a weird scale that they used for traditional music way back in the day, and nobody knows entirely why they have notes like this in there, which is like a lowered fourth or fifth, which is so weird. It makes no sense to, like, the Western ear is not designed to handle this sort of scaling, but that's where it, like, sticks itself. Because you hear that relationship in that part there, and it's like, where'd you come from? Where is this? Why is the C there? That doesn't belong there. But I do really love that little part there. And again, it does climb up a little bit and it goes back down too. I'm not gonna like play all that through, but basically that's the core of what's going on there and why. And again, after all that's done, I don't think that they stay in that exact key. I think they switch back to another one, or maybe a variant of the first one. This song is fucking everywhere, in sound, in rhythm, in theory. It makes no goddamn sense. That's all. It's like, it's so interesting to hear, but also it is an absolute crackhead's dream of music theory. And it's like, what drugs? What drugs did t+pazolite take to make this happen, and let alone make it work? There's so much to love about this song. I love all the different genres it's using. I love all the different breaks. It had that one spot where it like shifted the tone of the song, not the slow part that I mentioned, that one spot that caught me where it removed all of the synths for just like a measure or two, and it changed what the sound was. Like you're changing the sound floor, you're changing everything about the song, and now you're literally removing elements from it, taking out entire layers of the song in order to breach this one moment in the song, and he never does it again. This song is an absolute nightmare, but it's also fucking phenomenal. It's brilliant. It's so intelligent, but also, again, what drugs was t+pazolite on for this? I feel like this is a song that was made by him opening the DAW every other day, not looking at what he made before and just going off of pure fucking memory, and then figured out how to bridge it all later. Like, after he was done making every section, he's like, okay, now how do I make this work? And somehow managed to just use connective chords in order to make some of those work. And sometimes that didn't work, which is why he had that fake out where it changes key entirely, because what other explanation is there for them to just include a random ass Japanese traditional style scale in the midst of everything else that wasn't following that and was following a more standardized variant of a Japanese scale? This sort of shit just baffles me, but again, it's just so brilliant, and the rhythmic confusion in here, which makes sense given the game it's made for, is just as interesting. The constant genre switch ups, the everlasting moments of not knowing what's coming next. You really don't know if it's gonna be hip hop next, if it's gonna decide to go down some weird route of EDM that you haven't heard the genre of before, but this is exactly what hardcore was designed around. These random changes, these random things deciding to show up out of nowhere and making sense of it, and having all of this multi-genre mess that creates this beautiful little piece of art that is just complete fucking nonsense, frankly, but God, the artistry behind it is what makes it brilliant. I have not much else to say because this song has taken me so long to figure out today that I am exhausted. Literally, I've been staring at my computer screen, playing stuff on the keyboard, researching shit, trying to figure out what this guy did to make this song tick, and I'm still not positive. And I might not be trained in music theory, but I do my fucking research before I talk to you guys about it, because I don't want to put out false information, which is why I'm confused about this song, because I could not find a singular through line for any of the logic that this song has. It is straight confusion from start to finish. He made it to be an absolute menace on the scoreboard, and that's why it's a tiebreaker, I think. Just whatever the fuck t+pazolite was like, I have a bunch of ideas. Let me throw them all in and see what happens later. That's for tomorrow. That's tomorrow me's problem. That's next week me's problem. I'm just gonna put ideas into a project and I'll figure it out later. That's my best guess for this fucking song. What an absolute monster of a track in every way. The layering was insane. I have no clue what the fuck he was thinking, and I love it for that. But anyway, thank you all so very much for watching. I need to go lie down. I am legitimately tired after figuring all this stuff out, and I didn't even figure much out, which is why I'm tired. I'm impressed, I'm excited, but at the same time, I need to just stop. So thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want me to get to another song from t+pazolite or anything else, by all means, drop in the comments below. Or if like these balls did, you want to guarantee that I listen to something, you can always go to my Patreon or my YouTube memberships, or you can force me to listen to something. Doesn't matter who it's by, what it's from, if it's good or bad, none of that matters. That's why it's a guaranteed request. But if you don't want to do any of that, maybe just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that. And I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!